Hello ladies and gentlemen, MarauderEX here with Let's Play Shining Force 2 Part 23. Alright, so we have the Caravan. So, we go into the Caravan. Are you ready for battle? And these are the options for the Caravan. You can join, purge, deposit, or for the depot submenu, and then items. I don't know why those two, it's kind of the same thing. The depot, you can look at items, take items, get rid of items, and deposit items. And I, off-screen, went ahead and deposited pretty much all of the mithril. All the mithril and the silver tank, because I'm not going to be using that for a while. I kept the Warrior's Pride on Jaha, because I'm going to be using that soon. So why bother with that? So, yeah. And it tells you how much the mithril's worth. So if we wanted to sell this, we have a ton of money. And you can take items from that and put them onto people, and then take things from people and put them in there. The join and purge we can't really do. That alters the size of your party. Or the people in your party, I should say. You can't have less people than you already have, so. Alright, so. We were back at this town. I went ahead and resurrected everyone off screen. But this is a new person. We didn't see him before, and you can see he's a centaur. And his name is Rick. And he was able to get here because we killed the Kraken. And he sees the Caravan outside, and he's enthralled by our interesting things. I want to go with you to see more interesting things. Not that I want to get into a fight, or that I want to see interesting things. Yeah, that's how this works. Alright, so yes, new stuff, and another new person. This is the new weapons seller. And he sells new weapons that we can't equip yet, because we're not high enough level. And as you can see, leather glove. That's a new weapon that we haven't been able to use before, because that's for master monks. Because we're now at the point where we can kind of get a master monk. So we can buy broadswords for 1600, battle axes for 1370, power spears, robin arrows, and flails. But the only downside is no one can use any of this stuff because they're not promoted. These are considered promotion-only items. So we've got to promote our people before we can use them. But I don't really want to promote right off the bat because I've still got 2 people that need to be level, well, 3 people now, because Rick is only level 19. So I need Rick, Geralt, and Jaha to level up. Because I don't want them to be too far behind. But we're gonna go ahead and go to the next town. And there's a fight right after the next town. So I will probably, or I can just get into this fight and we can just skip it, and I'll just egress out of this one because this is optional. Which is fine. That's totally doable. I'm alright with that plan. I'm just gonna send the 3 people out that need leveling. Everyone else can just stay there. Geralt, Jaha, and Rick. That's fine. Because this is, once you've beaten this fight, it becomes optional. You don't have to do it again. So, as long as I egress out of the fight when necessary, it's fine. And this is kind of fortuitous that this happened, so. Because I really didn't want to start the next fight and then have to egress out of the next fight. That would just seem silly, wouldn't it? Yeah, it would. Alright. And we've already beaten all these guys before, so they're really not that much of a threat to us. Kiwi, I'm not even going to do anything. I'm not even going to pretend like I'm doing anything with Kiwi. Damn it, I wanted to move Rick. I'm going to move everyone back. This is probably going to be the most boring video of the LP as of right now. Because it's going to be mostly promotions once I get to the next town. And originally, there was actually only one item to promote a priest to a master monk, so you had to choose But I think they switched it for the US release. I don't think it's like that in the Japanese release. But they added an extra special promotion item, so fun times had by all. Alright. You start beating the crap out of things. Level up, thank you. This is going to be an easy fight. It's not going to be all that challenging. Because I'm not even going to win this fight. I'm not planning on beating everything. I'm just going to level up and promote everyone all at once. I really wish I could do something with T. I've leveled him up before. I've promoted him. He doesn't become that much useful though, so I just couldn't do anything with him. Alright, so now it's just Rick that needs to level up. Move Chester, because two of them right next to each other has been confusing the hell out of me. Bowie is a god at this point, and we're gonna do damage to these guys so that Rick can come in and just sweep up. Which is something I should be doing with all my other force members, but again, I'm caring. Yeah, you attack Rick, that's fine. What the hell? Stupid automaton. Alright, now you're just gonna piss me off. Just piss me off to no extent. If I thought, I would have just done this off screen, but I figured, no, there's no need to do that. Alright, so yeah, we're gonna start beating the crap. Yeah, not with him. This is probably going to kill him. Or not. So that's one person that Rick can kill. Heal Rick, because that would just be perfect if he died. And it doesn't really matter what your XP is, because once you level up, once you hit promote, or once you promote, it resets to 0. So I could be... you kind of want to be careful about that. You don't want to promote if you're, like, at 99. I know that's probably going to happen to some extent in this. Like, I'm going to be losing... some XP on some of these people, but that's to be expected, really. So... yeah, we're gonna do this, because... and if Rick could get a turn and get to him in time, that would be perfect, but he can't. I know he can't. Rick's just gonna get smacked in the face by an arrow launcher, again. Oh, you little bastard. I'm so pissed off at the moment. I really just want to... I'm kind of tempted just to end this fight. Rick's not going to be a permanent addition to the force, so yeah, I've got the two guys that I want promoted. So as soon as I get a turn, this is just kind of asinine at this point. Either Bowie or Chester could get a turn anytime now, and that would make me a happy camper. Might as well get an attack in with him while I can. Alright, come on, Bowie, 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 thank you. Magic egress. And we come back here, and we're just gonna walk out. Get out of my way, you stupid little dwarf. And see, no fight. Good call. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we can now go this way. We can go up here, because we have the caravan, and it can walk on this kind of I'm not even sure what the type of terrain this is supposed to be. So, we're gonna go up here and take a little detour. Investigate the area, and we find a dry stone, which is good, because we want that. And then... there's mithril in here somewhere, I think. But... we find out that the dwarves who are mining for mithril, one of them is really sick, and he needs the fairy's magic to heal him. And so we've got to go find... God damn it, dwarf. Recent earthquakes have buried the tunnel. So this would have been another way to get out. Yeah. So anyway, that's useless. I think there's a piece of mithril in there. I don't remember. Completely offhand. So we're gonna go over here now, and there's another little slot. And then here, there's an oddly colored piece of forest. It's kind of hard to see, but it's the secret village. And this is where we're gonna be promoting everyone. Why I came here to do it? Because... Bowie opened the chest. Bowie found the Vigor Ball. That is the item that we promote Master Monks with. And that does sound a little raunchy, the Vigor Ball. But, hey. We're gonna give the Vigor Ball to Sarah in exchange for Medical Herb. And then there's one other item we gotta go up and get. It's gonna be up here. In this bookcase. Bowie found the secret book. It's a secret. Alright, and we're gonna give the secret book to Kazan. And now everyone has their promote items. So, let's talk to this priest. And... promote. Who do you want to promote? And we're just going to start at the top of the list, and we're going to start with Bowie. Bowie wants to be promoted to a fighting class. Bowie promotes to a hero. Interesting. Swordsman to hero. That's... And Bowie gets a brand new sprite. Everyone gets mostly new sprites. So look at Bowie. He's badass now. He's got long hair tied back in a ponytail, and... yeah. Bowie went from... kid to badass. So, yeah. Sarah. Sarah wants to be promoted to the A fighting class. Yay for grammar. She can be promoted to Master Monk with the Vigor Ball. And yes, we are going to do that because that makes her more useful. And we're just gonna have to suffer with Karna being a monk or a priest for a while. But it's fine. Karna gets some of the best spells, so alright, so she's a Master Monk. Chester's going to promote to a Paladin. And their sprites on screen don't change. Their battle animation sprites change. So they will look considerably different in battle. Well, Sarah will. Chester looks a little bit different. Jaha. We're going to promote him to Baron. Otherwise, he promotes to Gladiator, and Gladiator is just, no, not worth it. And... next on the list, Kazan. Alright, this is another one that you want to deal with. Kazan can be promoted to a Sorcerer with a secret book, otherwise he promotes to Wizard. Wizard, he just keeps his spells, and he gets much more MP. Or he doesn't get much more, but he gets a little bit more MP. With Sorcerer, however, he loses all of his spells that he's previously learned in favor of Sorcerer spells, which function completely differently. And the only thing that hurts about that is that you lose D-Soul, which even that is kind of a because D-Soul is not a guaranteed kill. And D-Soul only ranks up to level 2, which doesn't really help it that much. Slade. Yes, we're going to promote Slade, and I show off Slade's portrait changes when he promotes to ninja. I didn't keep it, but I showed it. So you guys have already seen Slade. Slade as a ninja is a beast. He gets a mithril item later in the game that makes him possibly kill people in one hit. So that makes up for Kaizen's D-Soul. Kiwi can't do anything. Peter promotes and changes to a different, he gets a different overworld sprite as well. Plus a different portrait, and then a different battle animation sprite. That's because Peter will be following you always on the world screen. He's always with you at this point. And it's kind of hard to see him, but look at his portrait. Yeah, a lot cooler looking. May promotes to Bow Knight. She doesn't get a special class, but she is a special class. She's one of the, I think she is the only Centaur Ranger that, ranged Centaur that you can get, which makes her by default the only Ranger and Bow Knight that you can get. So she in itself is a special class. Geralt also gets a fun promotion. He promotes to Wolf Baron, because Baron is just the default upgrade to everything. But his portrait changes, and he looks so much cooler. He is now a full-fledged Wolfman. Luke can promote from a Birdman to a Bird Battler. Which, the only thing that changes is his attack animation. He doesn't even really get a different battle sprite, just his attack animation changes. Which is a little disappointing. I'm not even gonna lie, that's kind of a cop-out for such a possibly cool character. Rick is 19, so he's useless at this point. So everyone except for Rick and Kiwi. And I really should save it, but I'm willing to take a minute to show what everyone looks like now. Bowie looks considerably different. He looks a lot more badass. Sarah looks a fair bit more badass, and I have to buy her a new weapon. I'm going to do that off screen. I'm going to go back to the town and buy new weapons for everybody. Jester looks a little bit different. His coloration's mostly different. Jaha looks a lot different. He's got a shield and a helmet. He looks kind of freaky, doesn't he? Yeah. Kaizen, his sprite looks a little different, but his battle sprite, he looks a lot cooler. Slade, yeah, Slade's a ninja. Peter, which you can see Peter on the, see, that's Peter. He's a fair bit more badass. May looks a little bit different. Her battle sprite looks cooler because she's wearing armor now. Geralt, Wolfman, badass. Luke, like I said, Luke doesn't really change. And Rick will look exactly like Chester in the end. So yeah, there's really nothing here. I don't even think you can buy weapons here. Let me see. If I can, I'll just buy weapons here, but I don't think there's a weapon shop here in Secret Village. No, there's not a weapon shop here in Secret Village, so I'm gonna have to go back to the other town to buy weapons, which is fine. I was kind of going to expect that. I could not think of that word to save my life. Alright, so there is a secret piece of mithril here as well that's kind of a bitch to get. I'm gonna try to get that on screen too. You've got to navigate in the trees, which I think I'm going in the wrong way. Yeah, you've got to... Well, this takes you over to the secret fight and to the chest. And we found the mithril. The secret fight I'm not going to do because that'll kill you. I'm nowhere near the level to do the secret fight at the moment. So yeah, I'll probably end this video here. I'm going to put the dry stone and the mithril in the caravan. And then we'll deal with that. So yeah, I'll see you in the next installment, in which we go do the next fight and hopefully get Rick leveled up and you get to see everyone in combat. So yeah, till then, later everyone.